In Stevenage, England, Isabel Varley doesn't seem all that different from the rest of the town's senior citizens. Like many, she takes pride in keeping a clean house, looks forward to relaxing evenings with her spouse, and enjoys reminiscing about their frequent trips to tattoo conventions. If that seems a bit out of character, then you don't know the real Isabel Varley.
I was just going to have one or two, and this was 1986, and now I'm fully covered.
Isabel Varley is 62 years old, a citizen of Stevenage, England, is married with one son, and holds the Guinness record for the world's most tattooed female senior citizen. With the exception of her head and hands, every inch of Isabel's body has been graced by tattoo art.
It's fantastic that I'm the most tattooed senior woman in the world. After all, I put a lot of work into going right down to my feet, so it's nice to be recognised.
When it comes to tattoos, Isabel was a late bloomer. She didn't receive her first until the age of 49, a bluebird on her shoulder. 2 weeks later, she returned for a flower. Since then, she's invested thousands of dollars and over 500 hours to have 90% of her body adorned with a rainbow menagerie of flora, fauna, and a host of mythical characters.
I think I've got the bug really for tattooing, and I can't stop it, so I don't know quite what I'm going to do. It's terrible. It's a drug.
Isabel is tattooed in places most of us don't even want to think about.
Well, it's got to be a full body. Yeah. So I just thought it looked good doing inside as well.
You might be wondering what Isabel's husband thought when colored ink invaded every nook and cranny of his wife's body.
It didn't bother me in the slightest. I tell you why. Because she was very happy with it. And we met so many different interesting people.
Although she is quite fond of her man-eating alligator, and there's no denying that the grumpy old man who has taken up residence on her elbow holds a special place in her heart, Isabel does have an all-time favorite tattoo.
My favorite tattoos are my tigers across my tummy, Mum and Dad and 2 babies.
And yes, that is a stud through Isabel's navel, just one of 42 on her body.
I think it's partly sexy with the tattoos because I've got a lot of erotic things on my body. And also in the private parts as well, I'm all tattooed, and that did really hurt.
Isabel's private parts stay covered up when in public, but she's certainly not shy about exhibiting the rest of her tattoos.
If people see them, they either don't look, make out they haven't seen them, or they look at you and say, God, that's nice. Did it hurt?
What?
During an outing to a local flea market, Isabel attracts the usual gawkers, a few admirers, and even a kindred spirit.
Barcelona.
I'm not going down there.
Does it bother her if some people don't approve?
No, because it's my body, and one's entitled to do what they like on their own body. And if people don't like it, well, don't look.
If you're a senior citizen thinking about getting your own bird, tiger, or cartoon face, Isabel has some advice.
With older people, people have got more settled in their ideas, and if they want a tattoo, say, go and get it. Don't bother what anybody else thinks about it.
Yeah, baby. Isabel certainly doesn't. She's quite a colorful character. Thanks, Isabel. Guinness Primetime will be right back.